And a lot of space opens up here in the middle for
Vizeh's going to keep going.
Vizeh can play.
That's a great ball.
And we could be in here as well. Finds Vizeh. We have 4-on-2 here. Vizeh goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have got some massive news for you. Actually, two. Number one is the, of course, title of the video that I played at Goodison Park with some of the largest creators in the scene, and had one of the best performances I've ever had. This weekend on Saturday, I played at Goodison Park with some huge creators, which I can guarantee you know. Young Philly, Danny Irons, Language Change, #Harry, all those boys. It's a pretty big deal for me, and one of the biggest events I've been part of. So in the background, I've got pretty much my entire highlight reel, including some of the goals and moments in the game that I need to add in as well. This is the kind of show off my kind of package that I can provide for Burnley Football Club in 2 weeks' time. On screen, just want to shout out to my three mates here, Benson, Lomax, and Beans. That's his actual nickname, and they came over and supported me as well, so fair play to the lads for coming over and cheering me on here. So walking out here, and honestly, just the entire experience was insane. Now I am indeed on the Everton team. I didn't pick the teams. I just got lucky. I got lucky enough to be on their team, and it is more special to be on the Everton team because we're at Goodison Park. And even though I'm not an Everton fan, I've always liked Everton because I think they're a proper traditional club, good fans, and there is a special element to the fact that it's the last year at Goodison Park next season. So it's a special moment for me personally, which of course I know many Everton fans would kill to be in a position like this, but you know, I got the opportunity, and I'm very I hope that I did many Everton fans a great service by treating the club with the respect that it does deserve. So basically, the lineups, it's not exactly accurate. In this game, I play as a right back. Now, I said I'd play centre mid because that's where I play for my team week in, week out. I do play for a team in Poland, and of course, if you know me, I'm active quite a lot. And I said I'd go centre mid, and they said, well, most of us are Everton fans in our team. We want to score goals. We want them to score goals, so I said fair play. So I said, I just go anywhere. So right back it is. I go right back. So I played the vast majority of this entire game right back, and then the second half, well, I played the first half mainly at right back, and then second half I played pretty much the entirety of centre back because, again, you kind of want to give the Everton fans a chance to actually score a goal. It's not about me, right? But I'm going to go through this first half here as it kicks off, and I'll be honest, man, this was potentially the best first half performance I may have actually ever had for any team. Now, of course, it starts off really weird. Danny Irons was in goal, so you can kind of tell where this is going. You know, it could have been better, I'll be honest. The first 10 seconds comes to him. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't know how he just forgets to kick the ball. There's a corner. Now, I didn't say to anyone that I'd be on corners, but I just felt like I'm on corners. So I got a corner, 45 seconds into the game. I take corners to my actual team in Poland and ball in. I said good delivery, and I got an assist within the first minute at Goodison Park. So I'm not saying that I made the goal, but I'm saying that that would not have happened without that delivery in the box, right? And Danny Aaron's being a bit bad. So yeah, 50 seconds in, we're already 1-0 up. And, of course, still Ryan, who I must say I've been going through some players in this team. Absolute baller. Genuinely, so many great players that I saw. Many people surprised me as well. But still Ryan, of course, if you're Evertonian, you know who he is. Very, very good player. Pluto on a team, very good player. I know some people as well, which I was surprised, really, to see how good they really were. The likes, I got to just look at Danny Irons here. He didn't have the greatest first minute. Like, if you're a keeper and that's your first minute, it's not great. But like AJ3, for example, really good and tight on the ball. So each like touch I have on the ball, not every touch, but the kind of key ones I've added into this video here. So here is me on the ball here, kind of just making sure that I don't make any stupid passes, make it nice and easy. Up top, it gets put out for a throw in there. Great touch there by Ryan, who sets it off to me, and I kind of go for a bit of a run inside. I find #Harry, try to go for a run on the underlap, and he attempts to find me, but it's just a bit ahead of me, so behind me, but it's completely fine as Philly goes for a counter and a massive tackle there by Ryan. I mean, Christ, I didn't need to put that in there, but I just felt like I had to because it was just a fantastic tackle, and that really kind of took on the game. Just massive hoofball there by me. If in doubt, get it out. Just no playing about here because you can't have too much time on the ball. But here's me having too much time on the ball, but for good reason. Here we go, so out from the back, just a bit behind me. I went past one, had so much space in midfield, and look at this outside the boot. over the top through ball, perfectly weighted for our number 10, who is in the mud sports, I believe like a darts kick TV streamer, really good lad as well, and got a ball in, and look at this, #Harry, off the line of Angry Ginge, on the volley, and that is a blatant handball by Ginger again, and I was kind of rubbed. I mean, look at that angle, look at that ball. Now I know that, you know, I play for a team in Poland. I say it enough, right? Do you know I live in Poland? Yes, you do. But look, I play week in, week out for the last 5 years now. I like to think that in terms of fitness, I probably am the best on the pitch. I did run 7 marathons in a row like a month ago, right? I'm not being like, you know, funny, yeah? I've got the best fitness here, and it kind of shows because I played the full 90 minutes. 89 minutes, because you're going to see what happens on the 89th minute to really comes through. Here's me the ball here, and a lovely through ball. I look for Molly, but Harry got there instead, I believe, who cuts it back for number 7, I like a Will, who has a shot, not too bad, falls for in the mud, and he is a bit of a tame shot, but another great ball there by myself, and in terms of the first 10 minutes, it's a dream 10 minutes for me. Little highlight there by LDN movements on the other team. So there were actually some nice, good players on the other team, and just there, he tried to mix me, and I fortunately did not get caught out there as a second goal goes in. Less than 10 minutes in the game, and we're 2-0 up at Goodison Park, an absolute dream, and I really, really took this seriously. It meant a lot to me, because I knew that I would never be at a penalty ground that often again, so this was almost like a once-in-a-lifetime thing for me to play especially at Goodison Park, because I doubt the same thing will happen next year, but you never know. 12 minutes in, ball comes to me, and look at that ball over the top, just behind Pieface, which I kind of knew because of Pieface that I may have a chance, and by the way, that's 3-0. So, you know, 12 minutes into the first half here, and we're already 3-0 up, and I'm not saying that's a second assist, but I'm saying that almost is a second assist. It's a pre-assist. I think he meant that final pass, so it may count as his, but as far as I'm concerned, that's my assist. Ball over the top here, and because I knew Pieface and Ginge was at the centre halves, I kind of knew that as long as I get it behind them, we've got players with legs to get onto the ball. Ryan is a great player, and by the way, #Harry, he's very good as well. Which is surprising, because the day before, he literally was saying that he went on a night out and showed us video proof of it as well, that he literally had about 3-4 pints the day before, and you're going to see he had a fantastic day at Goodison Park, and of course, massive Everton fan he is, obviously. It's a dream for him. Ball in by Kick, one of the first attacks he really had, and it fell just in no man's land in the box, and fortunately got a little toe poke out. And this highlight here doesn't include me. There's a reason why. Yeah, it's 4-0. So, you know, I couldn't really believe what I was witnessing here. And I imagine that if you were a viewer watching the stream, it may be a bit surreal. It's 4-0 up, 16 minutes in. Maybe a bit concerning. And people may get a bit bored watching it. But it does get a bit interesting later on. Me on the ball here, keeping it nice and simple. Actually, no, this is me in the ball now, apologies. Similar haircut. By the way, I have been told that I look like Mikolenko, which, to be fair, I completely understand. I do look like him a lot, especially the fact I played fullback. But it was at this stage that I had Ryan basically shouting at me saying, get back, and here am I, playing as a right winger, little cut back there, keep it simple with Sarah Guzzo, and saying go behind me. She finds Will with a ball in, not too bad, and it does lead to a shot, I think, eventually after it gets cleared, as there's a counter it. And look at me, I was just as a right winger, now here I am as a fullback. I ran a lot, as you can imagine. I didn't even get subbed off once until the 89th minute. I was surprised about it. I didn't say to keep me on the entire game, but he did. So I presume that I did a good job. Otherwise, he would have took me off. Here comes a goal here that we conceded. Rocco at centre half. He tried to find me. I was making steps backwards, trying to open up the angle, and it just took too much time, unfortunately. And immediately I made a misplaced pass, my first of the game, and I felt like, okay, this is a bit of a problem here, as he went on attack again. And this kind of highlight here by Philly kind of was the vast majority of the game here by Kick, was pretty much just a lot of long-range efforts by Kick here, going for some money ball shots. Here comes me closing down, LDM movements, and setting off Sarah back to me again on the right-hand side, I believe. I think she passes back to me at some stage. She does. Off in support, make a drive, quiet turn, keep it simple, keep possession, and don't do anything silly in that situation, because all it takes is one more goal and it's 4-2, and anything can happen. On my right hand side here, make sure to stay wide, high and wide, make sure it's easy. Ball through the middle, and again, I missed another misplaced pass. I am sure my errors here. And I think at this stage, I was almost too shocked of what was going on, that I almost tried to, like, overthink the things I was doing. Right hand side here, doing some defensive work and just making sure that Ryan has no space on the inside to try to do anything there, and he opted for the cross in. Here is GC. GC is a good lad, and look at that ball through the middle, and I don't know, man, I feel like Ozilla, number 11, could have sprinted a bit further, because I felt like that was another great ball there, but he opted to stop, closing down here, and I was right back in the stage, but I kind of just felt like running at people, because I could tell at this stage that people were slowing down, people were getting a bit tired, and it was so surreal. On the ball way, Crafton backwards, keep the ball, just, there's no point losing the ball, there's no point at all. Here's a throw in here, by the way, which I thought this was genius. GC, throwing back to me, over the top, instantly trying to catch them out, and unfortunately, I think I caught out everyone, but we almost got a attack here, but James did quite well. I remember by like, I felt quite tired by like the 21st minute. Well, I felt really tired. By the way, here we go. Little through ball, and I somehow managed to get back in time. I knew that a little dink was coming, and it came to Philly, and I think I did a pretty good job to put him off there. I believe it was him that just got the contact upwards, but I did enough to make sure he didn't have a shot on goal there. So I'm counting that as a goal-saving defensive part of the game there. Out from the back. Here's hashtag Harry, by the way. Very good player, moving the ball forward. I think he scored a couple of times. Actually, here's my 1 of 3 shots the entire game. Yes, that was a shot on my left foot. It is my left foot. Don't laugh at me. When I had the ball there, I felt like I had a lot more space. I was a lot more closer to goal than I actually was, but turns out I wasn't. Ball in there, cleared out, and yeah, I felt really tired, and I felt like, oh, it must be half time soon. Then I looked at the clock, and it was like, oh, it's 23rd minute. The game just went by so slowly in the first half, I couldn't really believe it. Corner here, the second of the game that I had. I believe I had all corners. Ball in, another decent delivery right on the 6-yard line. A bit too much in the air, you need a bit more pace in it, but it was right on the 6-yard line and almost led to an opportunity there. Now another, this is one of my, I guess, poor defensive actions of the game here. Almost got caught out there. Very good turn by, I believe, LDM Movements, and fortunately got saved on the line by Ryan, who with a fantastic, goal-saving block there. And that could have been 4-2, and that could have been a big change in the game. Out to the left-hand side here, closing down for a corner. And here comes the corner. I want to put this in. The worst corner I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So you may say my corners may not look amazing. I say they're pretty good compared to that. 40 minutes in now, and here comes a block, which I think that would have been saved. It looked a bit tame, but a block there by myself, I'm counting that I just saved a goal there. Okay, let me boost on my ego here a little bit. Out down wide, and I somehow managed to just nip the ball and keep it in play, so I didn't concede the corner there, and we went on the break just there. 41 minutes in. Pass backwards, I catch it out, and simple, just don't make anything silly, you know where your players are, and go back inside to go and distribute out wide to AJ3. Philly, by the way, ball over the top here, using some pace here, I still with the legs. The ball just didn't go out of play. I was trying to guard the ball out of play. And then the ball just got really slow for some stupid reason, and I just ran out of space, so I just panicked and just said, all right, just if in doubt, just get the ball out here. So that's what I did there. I was a bit annoyed about that, but last 2 minutes of the first half here, and just make sure I just keep my position, stay wide, and make sure I support my teammates. And by the way, this is not including me, it's including AJ3. Look at that finish, 5-1 at half time. And that is by far the best goal of the entire game. AJ3, who really surprised me of how good he actually was. Very good, honestly. Used his body really well, and look at that finish. And I don't think he's even left-footed, you know. Maybe I think he is, but very, very good finish off him. And to end off the first half, blocked by me, slipped, and again, and back in again. Could go to the byline, and I block him off, and that is half-time. Everton 5, Kick 1. And I couldn't really believe what was happening here. In terms of first half, that was a dream first half, really. I felt like I had a really good bits of play, really good balls over the top, and yeah, it was an absolute dream. And at half time was basically simple. Don't let them have a chance. Guess what? This is 15 seconds into the second half. It's so early that the scoreboards aren't even up yet. And we've got a penalty. Danny Aaron's messed it up. And he's also sent off. So, you know, it's like the entire team talk was basically, they're going to come at us here. Do not concede in the first 10 minutes. They're going to give us everything. And then we scored immediately in the second half, thanks to Danny Aaron. So, cheers, Danny, mate. I'll give you your money via PayPal later on next week. But we did concede straight away, about 5 minutes later, with a shot just outside the bottom of corner. And it was, by the way, fair play to Aaron Hunt. Absolute great performance. But right there, he had a bit of a clanger. But he earned that right, considering he had a fantastic game. And you'll see what comes up next. So, I played this entire second half as a centre-back. And here is Ryan here, who can hit them. And just trying to basically guard him out to go back to the inside. Shot from range. And here's an off the bar. And that is a block for myself. That was a block. I can confirm it. They show no other angle. But I'm very happy about that, because that could have been a big moment. Doesn't mean much, but to me it does. For me, in this moment, it felt like the biggest block of my entire life. By the way, I took the corner here, and you can see me right there, right in middle. As the break is on, and compared to everyone, I am busting my absolute arse here to get back into position. And as you see, ball comes out to the left-hand side to Ryan, and I am there to break him, to just kind of just offer some space there. And without that, he may have had a clear one. Actually, here's a big chance here. Cut inside, look at his pass. Now, you can't tell me that's not an unbelievable through ball. One-on-one, and I've been robbed of another assist. Just saying, Harry, you've robbed me. Which annoys me, because literally 1 minute later, this happens. And he's through on goal again, and, well, he can't miss this, and he doesn't. So, I'm not saying that I've been robbed here of a hat-trick of assists, but I believe I have completely been robbed of a hat-trick of assists. So, that's just the way I feel. But then instantly, back to reality, I got a bit too excited, and I got completely done in by Ryan Haber. And by the way, Haber, he's actually a really good player with a fantastic strike on the ball. And I let LDM movements here know that I was there, completely clattered him, and I was quite proud of that. Hence why I left it in. Philly went for quite a few interesting shots this game. But 67th minute, the game's kind of dying down in energy. I'm still running. I'm still going forward. And I was kind of hoping to cut it back, but it goes out for a throw in the end. And we go again. As you can see by the movement by everyone else, I feel like the energy levels is draining quite fast here. And I was quite annoyed because Plut didn't see me running on the inside. I don't blame him, but I was right there, mate. Come on. 20 minutes left here. And speaking of Ryan Haber about his strikes, look at that. And look at that for a save by Aaron Hunt. Fair play to Aaron Hunt, you know. Went from, I don't know, to making ridiculous saves against Park. So this is it. This is the moment, right? Me on the ball, out wide to Ozilla here. Decent little player. I've got space in the box, and I shoot. And Away Days, who of course took over Danny Aaron's because he got sent off. Ellis Away Days, you owe me a goal at Goodison Park, or at least 5 pints. You should have just let it in. Now, in my mind, I thought that was the greatest shot I've ever had in my entire life. I thought it was right in the corner. Turns out it was right at him. But I don't care. You should have just let it in, mate. Now, here's an issue. Danny Aaron's. I've seen better defensive actions in my life. I was kind of grateful that Danny Aaron's was not on our team. Now, no offense to Danny Aaron's. Just please next time get the ball out. Here's me catching up and sweeping up play here with 14 minutes left here. And I was trying to say to lads, can I please go up the pitch now, block the ball, and look at this. Ball over the top here. And please, he blew for offside. I was right there. Ellis stayed in goal. I would have been through on goal if he just didn't call for offside. So sad. But 10 minutes to go, I'm still on the pitch. And at this stage, I was begging him to say, can you please put me up top? I want to try to score a goal here. And he said, shut up, mate. You're centre back. Anyway, here's me inside the box. Higher up to everyone else. And you're going to see why this is a concern. Because one hoof up, another pass. Hey, look, it's a 3-on-1 situation. I feel quite bad for Ryan here. I felt like he was going to do some wonders here, but angle change, unfortunately, put it away. And I kind of got told off because of the fact I am a centre-back in that part of the game. So I had to stay back. Anyway, here's me, Philly, with a lot of space here, and I managed to do enough to basically make him make the mistake. And with 5 minutes left here, I got one more chance, one more opportunity. Here's the moment. Molly, UFC fight, by the way, sets me up, shoots! And ladies and gentlemen, that is my final kick of the ball at Goodison Park. That is how I ended off my experience. I didn't get subbed off once. I didn't say to not do it. He just kept me on. And that kick right there was my last kick I ever had. And you can see really sad in the corner here, me being subbed off immediately. Literally the second it happened, he said, "All right, Viz, shut up. Get your ass over here." And I couldn't complain. I played the full 90 pretty much. So that was a lot more than I expected, because I'm not an Everton fan. And that's the game ended 8-3. I couldn't really believe it, really. I was very fortunate to be here. Absolutely great event. One of the greatest experiences as a creator I've ever had. And a true privilege to really have that experience. And even though I may not be an Everton fan, I will always have like a soft spot to them. And especially now as we're down, they're in Premier League. I hope they do well next year. Because there's a Sean Dyche, Tarkowski, Dwight Manure effect as well. So I've always liked Everton. But honestly, fantastic experience. And we brought some silverware to Everton at Goodison Park. So in my mind, we made history. Tell me down below your thoughts on my performance. First half was better than the second. I was just at the back a lot more in the second half, so I had to just make sure I stayed back as much as I can. But thank you for your support. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in situations like this, and hope that many more comes in the future. Thank you.